Welcome to Hike Point of Sale. In this video we'll be covering units of measure, which is a feature in Hike that allows you to sell or purchase individual products in bulk. So Hike allows you to procure products and sell them either in a box or a bundle or individually. So for instance, you may want to buy a crate of beer bottles and then sell the entire crate in one sale, or you may want to sell a single beer bottle to your customers. So the following video will show you how to create a product using the unit of measure feature, as well as how to sell or buy them from a supplier as required. We will begin by showing you how to create a product and assigning a unit of measure to the product from there. So to do so, go to the products area on the left hand side and select products, which will bring you through to our product listing screen. Now for the purposes of the next section of this video, we will assume that you do have familiarity with how to create products within your Hike store. If you do require further assistance from there, please select the Learn button on the top right here. And this will open up the relevant support videos and support articles on how to create products within your Hike store. If you still require further assistance, you can always select the Need Help button on the top right and select the Chat with Support option, which will connect you through to our 24/7 support team. So from here, what we need to do is select the Add Product button, and this will bring you over to the new product screen. So if we call a product such as milk as what we want the individual item to be, this will just be a simple product for now with no variants. Now the SKU and barcodes are required fields in Hike, but if you leave them blank when you create a product, Hike will automatically generate this information for you, but the minimum requirements to create a product otherwise are the name, the SKU and the barcode. So from there we'll scroll down. Now we'll be tracking inventory of this product just to show you how the unit of measure feature works. And we'll want to assign a supply to this product just for the purposes of creating a purchase order later on. So if we assign a drink supplier to this particular product, and if we create some inventory quantities for the product from there and assign them to our Hike stores. So from here what we want to do is assign a cost price to the item, as well as a retail price. Now from there we've got the additional units of measure feature, which is here. So we can activate the additional units of measure feature, and from there we can simply just add a new row to the particular item. So as you'll see here, the item that we'll be adding this unit of measure for is milk, and the actual unit of measure name will be the bulk item that we're defining. So for instance, a crate of milk. The quantity will be how many of the particular individual item will be in this crate. So for instance, if we mark it down as 10, and we can apply a discount as required if you want to have a discounted if you're selling the whole crate of milk versus just the individual product of milk from there. So once again, we can leave the barcode and SKU fields blank, and Hike will generate a unique barcode and SKU for this. And from there, all we need to do is select save, and it will say done. And if we search by milk from there, what you'll see here is the product has been created. And if we open up the product quickly, we can see here, as mentioned, SKU and barcodes have been generated automatically, as it has been as well for the barcode and SKU for the unit of measure. So the unit of measure itself will be a separate item within your Hike store that you can select, and by doing so you'll be selling 10 of the individual milk item from there. Next we'll show you how to create a unit of measure for a variant product. So if we go back to the products area listing again, and if we select add product again, we can now create a product with variants. So if we select this option and we select another product name such as juice, once again we'll assign inventory for this item. And again we'll be adding a supplier in for the purposes of the later portion of this video. And now we'll create specific variants for this juice from there. So again, the video does assume that you do have knowledge on how to create variants, so we'll just quickly create a variant by adding a flavor. And then we can add different fruit flavors from there. So once we've added a few variants, we simply need to click save, and this will add the variants to our product from there. From here, what we want to do again is to assign a cost price to the item for the purposes of the purchase orders in the video, and the retail price so that we can show you the sales area. So if we update this quickly, and what we'll want to do is to add stock for each individual item again. So we can do so by assigning stock again to the first item and selecting save for this particular variant, and then we can copy all and we can apply the stock to all of the items from there. So we'll check quickly that there's stock for each individual variant now, which is correct. So now we've created each individual variant. What we need to do before we can add additional units of measures, we need to save this product first, as the variants need to have their SKU and barcode fields assigned. And now if we search by juice, we can open up the variant product from there. So if we scroll down, you'll see here that the additional unit of measure feature is now enabled now that the variants have been created. And selecting this once again brings you to the add new row feature. So if we select this, because there are multiple variants in this particular product, we can select which variant we want to have the unit of measure assigned to initially. So if we start with the apple juice option, once again, we're just simply creating a crate of apple juice. We'll assign a quantity for the item. And from there, as mentioned, we can leave the barcode and SKU field blank if you want the system to automatically generate it. And we can simply add a new row from there if you want to define each variant individually, or we can select this option for creating all the variants using just this particular first option as a template. So we select this, what you'll see here is it will pre-populate all the information with additional quantities. Once again, we can just simply update the name of the unit of measure as required. So if we just name these crates quickly, and what we'll do is we'll show you the discount being applied to one of these crates so you can see what the effect is like in the point of sale area. So we select the crate of grape juice and we enter a 10% discount from there. And we save this item. Now if we open up the juice variant product again and scroll down, as you'll see here, the unit of measures have been created and the barcodes and SKUs have been generated by the system. Now you can also edit or add additional units of measure using an Excel spreadsheet. In order to do so, we need to go back to the products area of our Hike store by selecting the products button. And from there we have an import and export options available. For the next part of this video, we will again assume that you have familiarity with how to import and export Excel files to and from your Hike store. If you need assistance with this, you can select the Learn option on the top right here and check our relevant support videos and support articles as required. And if you still need further assistance, you can always select the Need Help button again and select the Chat with Support option from there. The next part of this video will also assume that you do have some familiarity with how to edit Excel spreadsheets. If you do require assistance with this, you will need to contact an IT professional that is well versed in how to edit Excel spreadsheets, or otherwise use the standard features available within the Hike store. So what we'll do from here is to select the Export button, and by doing so you'll come to the export area of your Hike store. So there's a tab here for additional units of measures, which if we select, and if we search by the unit of measure that we've created previously, and select that option, and select the export button, we are now able to save the file onto your hard drive from there. So once you've saved the file onto your hard drive, you can open up the Excel file. And as you'll see here, you've got options for the information that's been assigned to that particular unit of measure. So as you can see here, we have the product, which is the individual product that's assigned to our particular unit of measure, the unit of measure name, SKU, barcode, the quantity of the individual product assigned to that unit of measure, as well as any discounts if they have been assigned to that particular product. So from here, what we'll do is we'll quickly use an Excel shortcut to create a copy of the crate of orange juice. So again, the product SKU will be the same, as this will be the orange juice variant, but we'll name this product a large unit of measure. So it will be a big crate. And we do need to make sure it's a unique SKU field, so we'll just add some additional information to the SKU and the barcode. For the quantity, we'll increase it up to 20. And for the discount, we'll increase the discount to 20 as well. So if we save this particular file now, we can go back to our Hike store and go to the products area, and we're able to import this product file back into your Hike store from there. So to do so, we select the import option on the right here, and as you'll see here, there's an option for importing units of measure. So from here, all we need to do is select the import Excel file and search your hard drive for the file that's required. Once you've selected the unit of measure file, a window will automatically appear with this import window, and it will show you the data fields as shown in your file, as well as the corresponding data field in Hike. As we've taken the export directly from your Hike store initially, the data fields should match up accordingly, but you can edit and mark the data fields as different options if required from there. So from there, we can simply select the Continue button. Again, we don't need to save a template, as they've already been the existing data fields that we've brought from our Hike store previously. And we can just select Cancel. And now as you'll see here, the products will be listed in the record log from there. So all we need to do is select the Connect and Validate option. And now it will import the file back into your Hike store from there. So as you'll see here, 5 records have been imported successfully. And if we go back to the products area of the Hike store again and select our product, And if we scroll down to the bottom, as you'll see here, we've got the existing variants that were assigned previously, as well as the new variant that we've defined, which is the big crate of orange juice, which has a 20 items of the orange juice variant, as well as a 20% discount that's been applied to this. Now that we've created the units of measure, we can show you how they're displayed in the sales area of your hike store. So to do so, we simply go to the point of sale area and select process sale. Again, we will assume that you do have familiarity with how to process sales in your hike store. If you do need assistance in this area, once again select the learn option or select the need help as required from there. So to begin with, we'll cover the simple product that we've created initially, which is the milk carton. So if we select this, because it's a simple product, it will immediately add one to the cart. And if we select our variant option, which is shown here, which is the crate of milk, which is multiple quantity, you'll see here the crate of milk has been added, which has $100, which is 10 items of the individual milk quantity from there. So we select the pay option and simply select the payment option and finalize the invoice from there. What you'll see here is that when we go to the products area and go back to our milk product, you'll see here that the inventory has been deducted accordingly from there. So if we see here we had 100 initially, 10 has been deducted for our unit of measure, which is the crate of milk, and the additional individual item from there. So it's been deducted from 100 down to 89. Now if we go back to the point of sale area again, we can see here that we've also got our variant options from there. So if we select the variant individual product, you'll see here it will come up with the variant options. So if we select the orange, you can see here one of the items has been added to the cart. If we select the crate of orange juice, once again you'll see here that 10 of the item has been added to the cart for this particular variant. And if we select the big crate of orange juice where we've assigned a 20% discount for the item, as you'll see here the big crate of orange juice has been assigned, 20 of the quantity will be deducted, and because there's a 20% discount, the rate has been worked out accordingly from there. So if we select the pay option again, and select the payment, what we should find is that one of the individual item has been deducted from the inventory, 10 will be deducted for the standard crate, and 20 will be deducted from the big crate from there. So in total, 31 of the inventory will be deducted from there. So if we go over to the products area again and check the juice variant quickly, and if we open up the item and scroll down to the orange juice and select the stocked information, we can see here 31 of this particular quantity has been deducted from this item from there. Finally, what we can show you as well is that the unit of measure can also be used for purchase orders, where you're ordering the item from your supplier to bring it back in stock from there. So what we can do is we close out the variant information and we go to the inventory area of your hike store and select purchases. This will bring you to the purchase order area of your hike store from there. Once again, we will assume that you have familiarity with how purchase orders work within your hike store. So if you need assistance with this, once again select the learn option or select the need help button from there. So to create a purchase order, we just simply need to select the add new button. And from there, we defined the supplier earlier for our products, which was the drink supplier. So we select that quickly and deliver it to our particular. So if we search by our individual product that we've created, such as the milk item, we can see here that the individual product, which is the milk product, is shown, and it has 89 of the inventory currently assigned. And it also shows the unit of measure, which we can select from as well. And the current inventory for the unit of measure is based off what it can create from the current inventory of the individual item. So as you'll see here, if we select the crate of milk option from there and select add and continue, what will happen is it'll add the crate of milk down into the purchase order from there as a unit of measure. So if we place an order for 2 of this particular crate, what will happen is it will order 20 of the milk individual item. And if we select the save and print option to save and finalize the purchase order, what you'll see here now when you open the purchase order is that the order has been placed from there. So if we select the receive button quickly, I mark it down that we've received the 2 crates. What will happen is the inventory will get updated accordingly from there. So if we close out and check the purchase order quickly, we can now see that it's been received and closed, which means we've received 2 crates. And if we check our products area quickly and search for the milk product again, as we'll see here now, we've received 20 of this item, so the inventory has been increased accordingly from there, from the 2 crates. So this concludes how to manage the unit of measure feature in the different areas of your Hike store. Once again, if you do require further assistance, please select the Learn button on the top right and check out our relevant support articles and videos, or otherwise select the Need Help button on the top right here, and select the Chat with Support to connect to our 24/7 support team, or select the Submit a Ticket from there. Thank you for your time.